Hello, it is Saturday, October 30th, 2021, the day before Halloween. I'm Chris Remo, and welcome back to my New York Times Crossword Daily Solve. It is absolutely pouring here in North London. It is raining like mad. I don't know if that's coming through on the mic. I hope if it is, it's not too distracting. But boy, it is a cacophony in here. So we'll have to see how I do. I'm going to try and move through today's fairly quickly because I have a number of things I have to get to. It's a Saturday, though, so it may not be up to me, but we'll just have to see. Quickly, I'll mention the new Twitter account, which is @TheDailySolve. If you'd like to follow me on Twitter, I'm no longer posting every day about this on my personal Twitter account, so you can find tweets about these videos @TheDailySolve. And I won't go into detail about the Patreon campaign today because we're right on the eve of, 2 days before it resets for the month. So I'll move right on to the comments from yesterday's puzzle. I'm going to read 2 of these. Jake Guthrie explains that Backseat Bingo, which came up as an example of a car game in yesterday's puzzle, is a game in which people look for certain objects, commonly yellow cars, and yell bingo, then punch the person next to them. I received several bruises from my older siblings playing this game growing up. So there's a painful memory from Jake. And Laura Sexton writes in about the bird, the ern, the E-R-N, or E-R-N-E, as she points out. She says, it's a New York Times crossword standard that I learned back in the 60s when I was in high school. I've never seen it used anywhere else. I think that's probably true for myself as well. She also adds, the full name of an important blood vessel is vena cava. It was referenced as vena in the crossword yesterday. She says, I have not seen just vena before. So there we go. We've got some crossword ease to add to the memory banks. Maybe we'll use some of that today on the Saturday puzzle. This is a crossword constructed by Michael Hawkins, edited, as always, by Will Shorts. It's a Saturday puzzle, so a themeless one, and very possibly the most difficult puzzle of the week. That's the intention anyway, generally. So let's get going. Are we ready to get started? Okay. Words on some flashcards informally. I wonder if this is vocab. My first thought was, well, it's words, so it should be plural, but then I thought, it's a Saturday. Maybe I should be looking for something cleverer than that. So I'm going to try this. Checked item for some travelers. Some more misdirection. Checked items, you'd think checked bags, but I think it might be a visa. Your visa might be checked to enter a particular country. And blank ready, oven ready, phrase that has politically come up here in the UK a number of times in recent years. Outer layer. Boy, that rain is almost deafening over here. I really hope it's not too bad on the video. Lino cuts and such. This is art, a sort of form of printmaking, I believe. An outer layer, right. What is an outer layer? A crust? I don't know. Academia, it said. Academia is often said to be an ivory tower ensconced away from the world. One paid to be in an audience. A seat filler? Is that? Certainly seat something, I would think, but let's look at this. An outer layer would be a coat, right, as in an outer layer of clothing. And its larva is eaten as a delicacy in the Mexican dish escamoles. An ant, I suppose. That's interesting. I think I've had ants in cuisine before. Okay, grammatical mistake. Oh, I think that's too vague for me to know without the crosses. And blank together, punny name for a hardware store. 2 together, what would have a Y here? Or sorry, Y, a W. DIY, no. I don't know, I'm not seeing it, I'm sorry. A Snickers piece. So again, I think this is misdirection. Snickers looks like the candy bar, but it's got this question mark, which indicates a sort of pun. So I wonder if this is maybe he or heh, H-E-E-H-E-E or H-E-H-H-E-H. I think it could be either. So I'm going to put in just the parts about which I'm a little more confident. If one didn't do the right thing, one erred, one made a mistake. And actually, although this doesn't look great with stuff. So maybe not. Maybe Snickers piece is teehee. And stuff could be sate, as in I've been sated. I don't know. Maybe I'll delete all of this. I've lost confidence in my early guesses over there. Let's keep going. Blank are. They are? I mean, that doesn't seem like enough going on. TV host who is the subject of the documentary. You laugh, but it's true. Not sure offhand. So let's actually try seat filler and see if that gives us anything. Without a doubt, could be by far, if it was something sort of quantitative maybe. Grammatical mistake, not sure. Oh, maybe all together is the punny name for the hardware store, and all being a sort of boring tool. And a Snickers piece could then be he or tee-he, but either way it would end in he. And didn't do the right thing could still be aired. Stuff could be sate, which would make this tee-he. To sate to be sort of to a bit more than satisfy, maybe. And a grammatical mistake. I'm not sure. Suffix with carboxyl. Carboxylate or carboxylase with that A. I mean, I couldn't tell you what either of those things is, if either even exists. But I'm guessing it ends with an E. Grammatical mistake. Well, the rain has abated. That was extremely sudden. It came on just as suddenly and has left in similar fashion. Loved on social media. I wonder if this means hearted. I've never actually seen that used, but when you like something on social media, often that does, sort of put a little heart icon near it. Commercial success. And found through searching. Olympus blank fallen, 2013 film. Olympus has fallen. I do remember that film coming out. All right, 23 down is, oops, what did I do? One of 768 in a 35 across milk purchase. Oh boy, the ridiculousness of the imperial measurement system, I assume. This is probably a teaspoon and maybe 768 teaspoons in a gallon, I would bet. What a preposterous scale. Commercial success. I'm going to try and check the crosses against gallon because I'm not necessarily certain that's what that is. Some slumber party activity. Girl talk, I wonder, maybe? I'm going a bit out on a limb there, but with that G, I sort of wanted it to be gal or girl something. Ohio Congressman Ryan. Could be Tim or Tom. Or Tad, I suppose. Titular Menotti opera character. Oh. No, I was thinking of Donizetti, not Menotti, sorry. I was thinking Lucia de Lammermoor. Not that. AI on Discovery 1. Don't know. I'm just looking for areas near crosses over here. Low-lying areas. Now, this is a bit of a pun, we think, because there's a question mark indicator there. Loser to the Shape of Water for Best Picture. Don't remember what would have come out that year. I'm sorry. Hot. I might be out late. See you in the morning. Could be a line of some kind. It could end with line, a line that you deliver. Blank love is better than high birth to me. I'm not sure. Occasions for hiring a sitter. Could be date nights. Yeah, that does fit. Would that help here? Oh, probably thy love is better than high birth to me from Shakespeare. That sounds right. And count against. And there's a question mark indicator, so some sort of pun or wordplay. Count against. Oh, I wonder if this weren't thy, it could be cons or something. In other words, the count of how many votes, for instance, are against a motion. But I don't think so here. Defeated in a way. Could be ate it. You were defeated. No, that doesn't really match. Those things don't match up. Quiet down. Could be pipe down, maybe. Overseas rate. Overseas rate. Not sure. Is that sort of some kind of postage fee? And a grammatical mistake. Boy, this feels like it should be easier to get than it is. I wonder if I have something wrong somewhere. Walking could be ambulating, maybe? Clerical garment. Oh, An alb, maybe, I think might be the case. Some obscure vocabulary going on in this crossword. Screening sites could be labs, possibly. It could be a medical screening. A city name on both the east and west coast. Oh, I think this will be Salem. Salem, Massachusetts, and Salem, Oregon, I think. East and west coast of the United States. Okay, source of cheap caviar. Lamprey? Does caviar come from lamprey? I don't know. There might be a lumpfish, maybe? Oh, yes, probably lump, because a commotion is a hullabaloo. So that fits. And then lacking focus is blurry. Alas. Oh, 'tis a pity, perhaps. There we go. Sort of keeps in our vaguely Shakespearean language with thy love is better than high birth to me. Okay, so maybe source of cheap caviar is indeed lumpfish. Overseas rate, I'm not sure. Oh, overseas from the United States. So kilometers per hour as opposed to miles per hour in the United States. So that actually sort of a bit of a pairing with our teaspoons and gallons measurements there. And a lot of misdirection in this puzzle. Overseas rate, because this isn't, rate, kilometers per hour being a rate, there's no pun or wordplay going on there, so it doesn't need a question mark, but it is a bit of misdirection. It's a misdirection-heavy puzzle, which I think is fair enough for a Saturday. Okay, so a grammatical mistake. Oh boy, it's killing me that I can't see this. So, found through searching must be tracked down. Grammatical solecism? What is that? Many take notes using one. Again, a bit of misdirection. I think you'd think notes as in written notes, but in fact, I believe this is bank notes. So this would be an ATM, an automated teller machine, a cash point. One whose work is always cropping up is a farmer. You can't leave home without it. Sorry, I just realized that I didn't fill in tracked down and found through searching. What is this solecism? I don't know if this is correct. Is it? ASE could be wrong. Carboxylase. Carboxylash? I mean, that doesn't seem right. This must just be, I'm pretty confident about these crosses, so I'm sorry, I must just not know this word. I'll have to look it up. Hot, stolen, or close by, or warm, obviously, or popular. Commercial success. Let's look elsewhere. Blank R. TV host who is the subject of the documentary. You laugh, but it's true. I'm not sure. Pot price. That could be the ante. Could be the price to bet into a poker game. To get rid of could be to shed. Kids are. Odds are. There we go. I was trying to find something that was actually part of an idiomatic expression as opposed to just something that is technically grammatically correct. And here it is. Took me a while, but I got there. Odds are, most likely. Hot. Oh, so on a roll. Oh, and that's sort of fun. That on a roll, you could be on a hot streak on a roll in a casino in which you've played in the ante, in which the odds are one thing or another. So some nice lightly thematic crossing there. Oh, maybe this is Trevor Noah from the host of The Daily Show. I don't know. I don't recognize the documentary. You laugh, but it's true, but it could be. Yes, I might be out late. See you in the morning. Don't wait up. So this is, in fact, another phrase that essentially means this phrase as opposed to a description of this phrase. And that sort of thing happens sometimes, and you can't really know definitively which it'll be until you've found the answer. Okay, defeated in a way could be slain and a defeated in a battle. Count against. The nays. I was on the right track. I was on the right track with cons, but I didn't think of another version of that. Nays, voting against a motion or a bill. Okay, what Real Madrid, and FC Barcelona play in, right? So these are football clubs. La Liga, the league in Spanish. Commercial success, ad sale. Right. Again, a little bit of misdirection. Commercial success looks like it would be success in a commercial or sort of business environment, but in fact, It is the sale of a commercial, of an advertisement. You've completed an ad sale. Or rather, you sold advertising space to somebody, I guess. Okay, so this is probably La Liga. Loser to the Shape of Water, I'm not sure. Low-lying areas. Not sure there either. And Elwes of The Princess Bride is Carrie Elwes. And letters that further extend letters. PPS. So postscript follows a postscript. So a postscript, PS, extends a letter. PPS, postscript, further extends letters. So that's pretty clever. To go for is to opt for, to choose something. Oops. Low-lying areas. I see. Hideouts. You might lie low in a hideout. As opposed to, and again, this has the pun indicator, the question mark. So without that, you might think a low-lying area, I don't know, a valley or lowland or something like that. But in fact, this is using the idiomatic meaning of lying low, to be on the lam or to be hiding out. Here we have Loser to the Best Shape of Water for Best Picture. It must have been Lady Bird, which I didn't see but intended to. I feel I say that about a lot of films on this series. You can't leave home without it. A bit? What is that? Bet? I'm not sure. One who likes to dish. A caterer. Once again, another pun indicator here. You'd think it would be, you like to dish, you like to share the gossip. But in fact, it's someone who likes to plate things, to present them on dishes. I don't know if they like to necessarily, but it's their job. Okay. Singer Peniston with the 1991 top hit, Finally. I think Cece rings a bell for me. I probably wouldn't recognize that song if I heard it, but the name sounds familiar, although this looks wrong. So ambulating looks incorrect. Because a long, long time is eons. Walking. Wow. Okay. So here, again, you could maybe call this light misdirection. I was reading this as a verb, ambulate, in the process of ambulating. But I think it's an adjective. Or no, it's a noun in this case. It's ambulation. The thing that is walking. The concept of walking. Okay. Refrigerate is to cool. Princess Blank Martell on Game of Thrones. Wow, 2 Game of Thrones clues in a row, and I have absolutely no clue. I don't recognize either the given name or the surname. At least yesterday, I had heard of Stark before. I mean, not that that helped me with the fill. Okay. You can't leave home without it. Bike. Can't leave home without it. And substantial. And vigorous exercise. AI on Discovery 1. Is it named Hal in a sort of cheeky nod to 2001: A Space Oddity? Maybe. A mystery prize. White elephant? I'm not sure. Locale for athletic competition. And something that may be broken in a kitchen. You might break an egg yolk with that K at the end there. And it's hair raising. A gel, maybe. Hair gel. Let's see. Substantial. Beefy, maybe? What on earth is this? I'm sorry if this is clear. It's baffling to me. Cardio is vigorous exercise. That's interesting. Cardio, very much an abbreviation of cardiovascular exercise, but without any sort of indicator. I suppose this might be, doesn't indicate that it's been contracted or condensed. I suppose cardio, you could maybe argue, is a kind of fully independent word at this point. You can't leave home without it. Baseball bat? Oh, wait, did I just have that mistyped? Ambulation. I must have had that mistyped for absolutely ages, and ambulation there. That was silly. Baseball bat. I guess can't leave home base with it. Can't leave home with it. I think I misread that the whole time as well. I'm sorry. What a disaster that clue has been in every way. And then caulks, reseals. I don't think I saw this clue before. So you caulk a sort of, gap in the plastering of your wall or something. And then Elia Martel must be correct. I mean, it sounds like a name to me. Okay, this looks like Tim Ryan now that we have that I there. And mystery prize. Oh, again, misdirection. It's not a mysterious prize. It's a prize for mystery novels, an Edgar Award, I think named after Edgar Allan Poe. And locale for athletic competition, field, arena, I'm not sure. Field, is this for track and field maybe? What is this? Wretchedness. Woe. Woe is me. I'm so wretched. Reveal. Opposite of relaxed. Thereabouts could be or so. Oh, there are 10 of them. Thereabouts, 10 of them or so. Blank Prairie, suburb of Minneapolis. Could be Edie, Edna, Corn's Place. A row, a corn row? No, that doesn't fit at all. Corn's Place. Opposite of relaxed. This should be more obvious than I'm making it. Reveal. Oh, is this Amal? Amal and the Night Watchers? Something like that. Reveal could be let on. Sorry, that was the Menotti opera character. I think it's Amal. Locale for athletic competition. Field house? Opposite of relaxed is taut. So as in not slack. And then Corn's Place. Corn. Field house. Eden Prairie. Corn's Place. You might have once again, a bit of misdirection. This puzzle's packed with it. You'd think this would be corn, maize, sweet corn, but in fact, it's a corn, a sort of bunion, growing on your toe, right? Yes, there we go. There's the Saturday puzzle. Okay, so as I was hoping, I got through this reasonably quickly. Although honestly, I think this was a trickier puzzle than we've had for the last few days. I think we've actually had some easy-ish puzzles on Thursday and Friday of this week. I mean, easy for their days. Obviously, they're still more difficult than the earlier puzzles in the week. But this, I would say, was a bit trickier. There was a lot of misdirection, and I think identifying that fairly quickly in the puzzle put me on the right track in terms of, I guess, being attuned to that, looking for it a bit in the clues. I mean, there were some straightforward things. Found through searching, tracked down. There's nothing weird or clever going on there. But there were plenty of cases in which you'd have to find a slightly different meaning of the word in order to land on it. And also some sort of slightly odd vocabulary, like clerical garment is an alb. There were a few things like that were a bit, if this ace, not crazy about this sort of thing, suffix with carboxyl. I mean, this really reads like they just needed some letters to fill. But overall, I actually really enjoyed this puzzle. I really liked getting into the rhythm of the misdirection. And there were some nice echoes here and there. We had gallon and teaspoons, which echoed the sort of thematically comparable to the kilometers per hour clue. We had on a roll, odds, and ante, all essentially casino themed clues and answers crossing one another. So there was some. I think this was a nice balanced puzzle with an emphasis, a slight emphasis on misdirection that I enjoyed. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you've been enjoying the series generally. If so, please do subscribe to the channel. And if you think you know someone who might benefit from a daily education in crossword cluing and misdirection, why not pass this along? They might enjoy it. You won't know until you show it to them and ask. And if you do particularly want to support this channel directly, you can head over to the Patreon campaign at patreon.com/thedailysolve, which is linked in the description field underneath each video, and check out the bonus videos, such as the most recent week of speed solving mini crosswords. And today, actually, possibly by the time you see this video or shortly thereafter, will be posted the most recent Boss Words Fall Themeless League competition puzzle. And I did better this week than I've done the last few weeks. So you can still watch me struggle with a more difficult than New York Times Saturday crossword, but and I've heard from quite a few people that they do enjoy witnessing that struggle because it helps them sort of see what it looks like to really puzzle through difficult clues, but not quite as much of a flail as in recent weeks. So do enjoy that if you're on the Patreon. And you can also get special access to the Discord chat server. Anyone can join the Discord chat server, and the link is also in the description field underneath the video. Patreon subscribers get a bit of extra access. And finally, there's also the exclusive mug. Check that out. And the people who are entitled to the mug are also entitled to special thanks at the end of these videos, because I really do appreciate that extra bit of support. It means a lot to me. And today, I particularly would like to thank Domo Cute, Skella Chicken, the inestimable Hood Monster, and the incomparable Shantanu Bhatia. So thank you so much, Domo Cute, Skella Chicken, Shantanu, and Hood Monster. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much for your generous and ongoing support. And with that, it's the end of the Daily Solve. I hope you had fun. I hope you'll be back tomorrow for the longest, the big, meaty Sunday puzzle. Not as difficult, probably, as today's puzzle, but a bigger grid, more of a languid solve, a big Sunday solve. Come back for that, please, and I will gladly solve this crossword with you. Until that point, though, please do have an excellent remainder of your Saturday. Take care.